Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to perform concatenation on Python. A brief introduction has been given in previous class. What is concatenation? So I'm going to give you a summarized info related to concatenation, that it is a process like conjunction in English language or English grammar. It is used to combine different types of object in a single line to produce output. Multiple languages uses plus symbol for the purpose of concatenation, but it is mandatory that everything must be string or of string data type, because concatenation can only be done between strings. So now let's go for a general practice. Python, I'm going to programming mode. I select two variables, num1 is equals to bracket open 0, that is the initial value of the variable. Num1 is a variable and its initial or starting value is 0. Num2 is equals to 0, and then sum sum. If I type sum sum, then it is considered as a function of Python and it cannot be used as a variable. So there must be a change in the spelling. You can see that sum is appeared in indigo color. So I need to type an extra character to use it as a variable. So sum is equals to bracket open 0 bracket. Now it is required to print input messages on a screen, according to which the user or controller will enter the value into the variable. So first I need to produce a message on a screen for the input. So I type print bracket open inverted commas, enter first number backslash n inverted comma close bracket close. Now the next line is num1 is equals to int, that is data type. Num1 is the variable, int is the data type integer, right? Then I need to input the value, then bracket open input bracket open bracket close, and then again bracket close. The first bracket that is right after the int is belongs to int, and the last closing bracket at the end of the line is also associated with the int. The central two brackets, these two brackets which I am going to select, these two selected brackets are part of input statement. So basically, understand the structure of the input line. Num1, the variable, at the left hand side of the equals to sign, then equals to sign, then int. It is mandatory to place data type in input line, otherwise Python will consider it as a string. The value will be considered as a string and no calculation would be done. It will concatenate the values at the end. Now the same process for second number, print bracket open, enter second number backslash n inverted comma close bracket close, enter num2 is equals to again int bracket open input bracket open bracket close, that is related to input statement, and the next bracket for data type integer. The process of inputting data has been completed. Now it's the turn of calculation. I shall type sum, that is selected as the resultant variable, is equals to num1 plus num2. Here and this line plus symbol is used for addition. And now at the end, print required sum is backslash t inverted comma close plus For concatenation, I need to produce the line as an output for the identification and the resultant value of the addition. Sum, bracket close, control S, save the program with the name concatenation. Yes, and then I shall run it F5. Enter first number. You can see that the message is appeared on screen. I shall type 67. Then enter second number. I shall type 33. Enter. There is an error on screen. Trace back most recent call last. Print required sum is /t plus sum. Type error can only concatenate str, not int to str. It is mentioned by the Python that concatenation can only be done among str, means among strings, whether the variable or constant are of string data types. Otherwise, concatenation cannot be done. So go back to the program. I'm going back to my program. So train num1 int input, num2 int input, means these two variables are of integer data type. So automatically, after the addition of these two variables, the resultant is stored in sum. So automatically the data type of sum is also integer. So I need to convert it into string. Otherwise, in the last line, that is used for the concatenation cannot be processed. So how I need to concatenate this line, or how I need to convert this sum variable into a string? I only need to type str bracket open and then one bracket at the end of the sum. Now this sum variable, which is initially of data type integer, is now converted into data type string. I do save it, run the program, asking for the values. I type 8, and the second number I type 12, and now the string is showing required sum is 20. That is the process of concatenation in Python. Let's check the float data type for the addition. I do remove int from these two lines and I should type float and then float from here. Float at here. So automatically sum is converted into float data type. But at the last line, str sum, this float data type variable sum is converted into a string, and the concatenation at this line, this plus symbol that is selected at this tree is being used for concatenation. This plus symbol is used for addition because the data type is float right now, and at the last line this plus symbol is used for concatenation. Control S, run. Now I shall input the values with decimal points: 10.5, 16.8, required sum is 27.3. Try to remove this string again for another checking. A string bracket is removed, another bracket of string is also removed. Control S, F5, 62.3, 128.9, and again the error. What is the error? Can only concatenate str, not float to str. Concatenation cannot be done of str with any other data type like integer or float. So I hope you have understood the process of concatenation in Python. Concatenation can only be done between strings. The thing required sum is /t is present inside inverted commas, so it is a string. So this variable that has a value, whatever the value is, initially is of float data type because I use float data type at the input lines. So at this line, the data type of sum is also float. So at the end, for concatenation, this variable must be converted into a string data type. And for this purpose, I shall type str bracket open, then the required variable is placed in the bracket close, bracket close. I added two more lines, print first number is backslash t inverted comma plus str bracket open num1 bracket close. Print inverted commas second number is backslash t inverted commas plus it is necessary to convert every other type of variable into a string for concatenation. Control S and run the program, asking for the first number 12, asking for the second number 13. First number is 12.0, second number is 13.0, and the required sum is 25. There is a problem related to the alignment, so I shall use another backslash t in the first output line. 12.5, 13.5, and the required sum is 26.0. So I hope you people have no confusions related to concatenation in Python. Thank you.